Thank you. Welcome back, Jesuits. Today we have a great matchup. Fairfield Prep versus Sheehan. I'm really excited to see these two teams play out. What are your thoughts, Carson?
You know, it's just a great time for some Fairfield Prep football. They came off a rough loss against Greenwich, but I'm sure this is a spot for them to bounce back. Now, the other team, Sheehan, they have a very strong running back, 3 touchdowns and over 160 yards on the ground. It's going to be a lot of work for the Prep front 7 for them to just really get that running back under control and just stop him with getting a replication of last game.
One player that I'm really excited to see today is Robbie Manning. You know, he had a really great game against Greenwich. Even though that game was lost in a heartbreaker, Robbie played very well under pressure, and I just can't wait to see more of that today.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that as well. Robbie also had a 1 touchdown to, I believe, Jeremiah Langston, our player to watch today.
Oh, yeah.
He's our best returning receiver. Had about 58 yards last game. I'm just expecting a really big bounce back from this whole prep squad, really. I mean, you've got 2 great running backs in Scout and Vinny Lombardo. I mean, you just have a lot of potential, and I'm just waiting for this team to really take that potential and turn it into some kinetic energy.
Let's not forget about that powerful D-line. I mean, with the linebackers such as John Morris, DNs such as Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait. And Sam Barrett. I just can't wait to see how they all come together and just make a great game.
Yeah, John Morris had a pick last game. I remember he was
that's impressive.
Yeah, the sole pick off Greenwich, one of the premier teams in the state, possibly one of the teams that we'll see in the possibly one of the teams that we will face in the state championship. And as we have a game recap,
37-yard touchdown here.
Yeah, I believe this was Vinny Lombardo. Cuts down the sideline, and that's just green grass right ahead of him. Just very easy for Vinny. I'm just looking for more of that later today, honestly.
I agree, man. If Vinny Lombardo gets that chance, he is going to take it. And you saw right there, that was a 12-yard pass up ahead.
Yeah, I believe this should be Jeremiah Langston on the sideline. You're just about to see this absolutely disgusting comeback route. Oh, yeah, it's basically a toe tap, or not even a toe tap. He didn't even need it to be a toe tap.
And
it's
our 29-yard run.
Just a nice run down the sideline. Just made it look easy, and then it's a flag at the end of the play, causing Greenwich to just give up more and more field position. We saw that all throughout the last game.
Yeah, that was one main thing.
I believe this is Langston again. On the sideline on a double move.
There's the throw. There's the catch, man. Langston is really the player to watch this game, you know. Even in the first game of the season, he was already showing off his special skills. I just can't wait to see even more of that. And the interception.
As I was saying with John Morris, yeah. Jeez, and that'll be an interception from John Morris. Just too easy for John.
Yeah, man. John Morris is just really great out there. He gives good coverage.
Be a pass from Robbie Manning down a slant back to Jeremiah Langston again. I believe over 50% of the passes from Robbie Manning were just all to Jeremiah Langston. Over 50 yards yesterday, or not yesterday, last week. But it was a tough outing for the Jesuits. As you can see from the stat lines, they lost the turnover battle and they lost the yardage battle. Couldn't convert on third. It's just disappointing for the Prep Jesuits. They just need to really just bring it back and really just bounce back today.
I agree 100% what you said, Carson. And a word from our sponsors.
does it mean to graduate from Fairfield Prep? It's hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once, because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family. Your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory.
Even brighter future. Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes, and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by
As a grad at grad,
open to growth,
intellectually competent,
religious,
loving,
committed to doing justice.
These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate.
Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
What does it mean to graduate from Fairfield Prep? It's hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family, your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools becomes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, we carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at Prep. And as all Prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving.
come up with it. Touchdown, Dakota Newton. Great play there. Huge gap open there. The Callahan on his second rushing touchdown. Pressure here. Enormous tackle there. His big interception. That's number 6, Sam Barrett. Conlon still on his feet, looking downfield for the end zone. And it's a touchdown.
Hit him up, huh? Get him up, huh? Put him up, huh? We waking up,
Rob Bennett heaves it down. Jesuits touchdown. Run again. It's stopped behind the line of scrimmage all the way back inside the 5. What a great play there from the Jesuits defense.
Welcome everyone to Fairfield Prep's home opener for the 2025 season. I'm Nick Barone and my co-host here is Karsten Kutapali.
My name's Karsten Keppel. As we are here for Prep's home opener, man, it's just gonna be a great opportunity for them to bounce back against Sheehan. I think this is a great opportunity because they just have this really strong front seven. John Morris. I mean, you could just keep going on the names. Like you got Sam Barrett,
Jordan Lewis.
You just have so many in that front seven that could just stop the run. And I understand that the running back on the Sheehan offense was just dominant last game. Absolutely dominant.
Good evening, everyone. Please join me in prayer as we pray for a great game this evening and a game free from injuries. I invite you to join me in praying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Enjoy the game.
Number 45, Mason Bear. Number 54, AJ Tatro. Joining also number 73, Richard Van Dyke.
And we see now the captains out there for Fairfield Prep and Sheehan. I mean, what can Prep do to stop the run? You have this this running back, Josh Durant. Apologies, Josh Durant, the absolute behemoth that ran for about, what was it? Oh, it was 162 yards. I had to check my notes for that one. It was just an absolute trampling in Wallingford. But Prep, they have this run defense that works well against Greenwich, and I just think it's going to be a fantastic showing from either team. You just have to appreciate the strength on both sides of the ball. How do you think they're going to cover that?
I agree 100%. And one thing I would like to talk about more is how Josh Durant is just a menace on both sides of the ball here with 8 tackles the first game as both sides of the ball player. That's unheard of in a lot of towns. So him being here, him being able to put up against Prep, that's something that's going to be tested today.
Yeah, it's his first time against a real quality. I mean, no disrespect to Wallingford, but they're not Prep. Prep is a different level of defense, producing talents like Mason Frey. I mean, John Morris had an interception against Greenwich last week. Sam Barrett, just an all-around great player in the secondary. It's going to be a new test for Durant, and I'm really excited to see how he fares. It's like you see these small town teams. Just you got to see how it translates to the next level, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And Sheehan, I'm really excited to see just how much they can pass the ball. They haven't really tried it against Wallingford. They had 5 touchdowns, so obviously it didn't really matter. But 0 in the air. I just need to see something more from Sheehan before I'm really just scared of them. And as you can see, Prep has won the toss. My guess is they'll elect to defer. That's what they most often do, as they'll circle up for prayer.
And as in every Prep tradition, they love to start off with a prayer to show their core Jesuit values. I'm a big fan of this tradition. What do you think about it?
I think it's great. As a former cross-country runner, we'd always say a Hail Mary before every single meet, every run, no matter if it was a JV, freshman, or varsity run. It's just something that really keeps the brotherhood going in a nice way, and keeps it to the, as you said, Jesuit values.
Yeah, I agree. For every single sporting event, the Jesuits say a Hail Mary, and I just love that.
And it is time for some Fairfield Prep football. Back here against Sheehan. We are moments away from kickoff. The bomb squad is getting rowdy, and it is time for Prep to kick off or receive. I haven't really gotten word from it, but it looks like they're about to kick off to Sheehan. I mean, I don't really have a preference for either. What do you think of electing to kick it off versus receiving?
I'm actually a very big fan of what Coach Helster did there. Kicking it off is probably one of the smarter moves, because I really prefer when my team gets the ball in the second half, you know? Because if Prep can hold down Sheehan's offense and hold down Josh Durant and Zach O'Brien, then I really do think that they're going to set the tone for this game. And I'm very, very, very excited for when they get the ball in the second half. I mean, we got the bomb squad here that's already getting me hyped up. And just the feeling is electric here for Prep's home opener.
And we're off for the opening night of Fairfield Prep football. As it's a touchback, Sheehan will take it at the 20. Now, against Greenwich, it was not the best of showings, allowing Greenwich to put on 31 points against Prep. How can they just avoid that this time against Sheehan?
Well, my biggest problem I had with that game was I just didn't like how they always had a receiver open. You know, Prep does play very good coverage, but Prep does play very good coverage, but sometimes they let it slip when they're anticipating a run, and that's what Greenwich did a lot that I noticed.
Yeah, I completely agree. Greenwich had their way with them on the ground and then just hammered it in the air. As that's going to be, I believe, a 2-yard gain for Sheehan, tackled by number 7, John Morris. He had an interception. I keep harping on it, but an interception against Greenwich. It seemed to be a tide turner at the time, but not quite as seen by the result. But
I'm a big fan of how John Morris plays. He gets right in there. He's not afraid of contact, and that's a lot with this prep team too, you know?
yeah, I had an interview earlier with Matthew Moudry. He called John Morris a maniac on the football field, as that's going to be a first down for Sheehan, running from the 20 to the 34, or 31, apologies.
I believe that was Josh Durant there, and already he's trying to make his mark on Rafferty, but Jesuits aren't letting him run all over them. He is definitely having trouble here.
Shotgun. Passed out to number 2. Quick to the sideline, and that was to Josh Durant again. I mean, he's gotten all the yards so far. I mean, if you want to pile those stats up, go right ahead, but it is starting, it seems to work so far, so can't hate it.
I really like the coverage that Prep had there. I really do. Because they wouldn't let him run up the sidelines. He knew he couldn't, so he ran out of bounds. That's one thing I took away from that, at least.
Shotgun. Hands it to Durant. To the right side, through the line. Gets a first down and more. To the sideline and shoved out of bounds by number, who is that? Oh, Tavares Newkirk. How could I miss it? He seems a bit fired up, but that is a first down for Sheehan.
Definitely got the bomb squad route up there. First down for Sheehan. Most of these passes have been to Durant, so I'm looking to see what happens when they pass to, or hand it off to anyone else.
Yeah, do anything for anyone else.
You know, Zach O'Brien's had a decent game against Sheehan's first opponent.
That's going to be a QB run, and he is tackled from behind by number, what was that, 33?
Samuel Shane. Senior Samuel Shane with that tackle.
It looks to be a bit of motion for Sheehan. Moving the tight end inside and out. Goes through the hole, Durant. And he gets a quick 7-yard gain for the Sheehan offense.
Tackled by, I believe that was number 25, Brody Summers.
Brody Summers. He's a returning player, I believe.
He is a junior, yes.
Junior, returning player from last year. We'll see a lot from him.
He actually had a really great pick against Greenwich as well. Really great interception against Greenwich. Flag.
And I believe that's a false start. Great job from the bomb squad, just riling up the crowd, making it hard to communicate. I believe that's a false start. We'll see, though. Yes, it is a false start on the Sheehan Titans. You know, sometimes it just has to do with a certain level of concentration. Some people say it's a mentality. I think it's more concentration and just letting your emotions get the best of you sometimes.
I'm a big fan of when the bomb squad yells after a flag. I love that chant, the "you can't do that" chant. And I really love how much it rattles the other team they play.
Oh, and it's so universal, too.
Yeah. Works for everything.
Works for everything. Snap, shotgun. Deep ball to Nuke. Oh, guarded by Newkirk.
Senior Jack Buck made sure there was no catching that ball.
Oh, apologies, Jack Buck. Must have mixed them up. Newkirk and Buck.
4th down.
This will be the first punt for Sheehan. And that's a friendly bounce for Sheehan, going all the way down to about the 14-yard line.
I really like what Prep did there. You know, I really liked how they did give up a little bit of running to Josh Durant.
It's at 82 degrees in Rafferty Stadium. You know, it's going to be a bit hotter than normal, but I mean, it's going to cool down over the course of the game. That it shouldn't really have that much of a factor. You know, it's just not really going to have an effect on these two dynamic teams here. Hand it off to Lombardo. Off to the left side. Maybe has some green grass in front of him, and he's out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Oh, I believe there's an injury on the field.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It looks to be a Sheehan player.
Number 45, Mason Bear.
That's unfortunate. He had 9 tackles in his first game and 2 sacks. Possibly the best player on the Sheehan defense, or at least was last week. It's always something unfortunate to see an injury early on in the season. Hopefully not something long-term, but it's something you always hate to see. We had 2 injuries to Prep players, I believe.
Yes, we did. We had Sam Darslin, outside linebacker, injured versus Greenwich.
Yeah, he's an outside linebacker, a junior, number 23. I'm not sure if he's back in this game yet, but he was knocked up. J.J. Langston was also knocked up for a bit, although he came back later in the game. And you know, it's just something you hate to see.
Yeah, it really is awful.
As he'll be off the field, as it is Prep first down after that run by Vinny Lombardo. Shotgun. Handed off to Lombardo. Off to the right side. Goes outside the tackles, and it is nothing but green grass in front of him. Number 19 can't catch him, as it's going to be a Fairfield Prep touchdown.
Wow. From about like the 40-yard line there, what a run from Lombardo. That is something that makes Fairfield Prep different from all the rest. They're right there.
You can see the bomb squad swinging their cowbells. It's a fantastic day in Rafferty Stadium. 7-0 Prep.
Senior Vinny Lombardo, once again, proving that he owns this field in running backs. You know, Josh Durant, great player for Sheehan, couldn't even get it to the 30. And now you have Vinny Lombardo, who ran from the 30 all the way to the end zone. Just shows the skill gap and just shows how much that Prep wants this.
And let's get a replay on that. Just that absolute track speed from Vinny Lombardo. Head up, feet forward, touchdown.
Yeah.
And this will be a kickoff for Prep. Kicking to Sheehan, as it'll be their second drive in the first quarter. Only 3 minutes off the clock ever since game started. And Prep is already up 7-0. 2 drives so far, 1 from each side. But man, it's just been domination so far. I know it's very, very, very early, but for Sheehan, you gotta ramp up the pressure here.
Prep is definitely setting a tone that this is their house. You know, a lot of people thought that Josh Durant and Zach O'Brien and Jake O'Brien were gonna come walk all over Prep, and they are definitely proving this wrong.
As it'll be a touchback. Ben Cornelius, one of the best kickers in the whole state, I heard he got a few weeks ago. I heard he got a scholarship to Lehigh, full ride, and it's just great to see. A lot of times the kickers don't get as much recognition. He punts as well too. It's always nice to see him get some recognition.
Well, the way Cornelius is playing, he's definitely proving that he deserves these scholarships. You know, he's got such a leg that every time the field goals line up, it's always in, and that just is so impressive with a kicker. You know, because kickers can make or break a game, and Ben Cornelius makes sure that Prep always gets the win whenever it's on his.
And that's play action. Passed off, intermediate pass, looks to be about 7 yards. Looks to be about 7 yards to Michael Simlin.
Sophomore wide receiver Michael Simlin, who had 2 receives and 16 yards last game.
He's a junior, that's him. And that's going to be a quick wrap-up. Actually, that's behind the line. 3rd down for Sheehan.
Impressive work there by the defensive line.
And this is a danger to Sheehan, kicking it right back to Prep after, what was it, like a 5 to 6 play drive for Prep? I mean, you can't punt it right back to them after that. You cannot go 3 and out. This is a must get. Pressure, passes off to the flat, gets the 1st down and more, gets a little bit of green grass ahead of him, and he is down to the 48-yard line.
What a pass to senior tight end Mason Dare.
Yeah, it is solid showing. Had the 2nd most amount of yards on the whole team, 2nd most amount of receptions as well, with 41 yards against Wallingford. Just a great job as a tight end. You want to also be able to run, you want to be able to pass, block, all the stuff that coaches love to point out.
But is it going to be enough for Prep, I wonder?
Hands it off to Durant. And he is tackled behind the line again.
Number 47, captain of the football team, Jordan Lewis, is there, wrapping up immediately.
Jordan Lewis on the tackle for the Jesuits. Loss of 1.
You know, Prep's D-line is really giving them the pressure right now.
Yeah, I mean, if Durant expected something similar to last game, he is 110% mistaken. I mean Durant, he's just had only like, I'd say like 50 yards, but much to be desired. That's an incomplete pass to number 18, Sebastian Rosario.
Six minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock here of the first quarter of the football of Fairfield Prep's.
2nd and 10 as it is shotgun, rolling out left, cross body, and it is heaved past the 1st down marker and into a slew of Fairfield Prep defenders. Luckily, it didn't hit any of them in the hands, but it was in between all of them. Just not the play you want. Probably a broken up play or just an incorrect route.
She's definitely going to punt here. I mean, they are behind the line. So.
Yeah, I mean, that looks to be about 4th and 11, despite what the score bug might tell you. 4th and 11 for Sheehan. I mean, you just have to punt, and you got to kick it off to Jeremiah Langston. Very dangerous. You really want to make sure he doesn't get a chance to return this. You know he can be very dangerous.
Oh, you're telling me.
And it's about a 25-yard punt for the Sheehan Titans.
If I was Sheehan right now, I'd be afraid to give him anything. You know, I mean, we just saw Vinny Lombardo burn like a Bunsen burner down the field. So I just wonder, is the same thing going to happen, or is it going to happen even worse?
And with 6:30 left in the first quarter, it's going to be Prep. Trips right. And, option. Manning taking it himself, and he gets the first down at the 39.
Wow, man, I can't keep talking about Robbie Manning, but, man, that was such a great run there. You know, Robbie Manning can really do it all. He can throw under pressure, and he can run under pressure. Showing no fear. He did not want to slide. He did not want to give up any little yardage. He wanted that first down. He got it, man.
And it is 6:07 left in the first quarter. Deep ball. Jeremiah Langston, our player to watch. Oh, he could have gotten that. You just got to keep running on that. Gave up a little too soon. That's a rare mistake from Langston.
Jeremiah Langston is one of those players that you really got to watch out for, especially when you're covering him, because he will zip right by you. You know, and funny enough, his older brother, Mr. Langston, one of our deans here at Prep, lost Sam Barrett in the Prep rally today. So I can see where he gets the genetics from.
That's going to be a neutral zone infraction on the defense. Just a costly mistake, or possibly just a great job from Robbie Manning, giving a hard count.
Wow, we're not very close, Carson. I could see that jump from here. That was pretty bad. And once again, my favorite chant, "You can't do that," being said by our electric bomb squad here tonight. This is what I really love about Rafferty games, the way everyone comes together to watch Prep. It's one of my favorite traditions at Prep.
Oh, actually, it's a false start in the offense.
Wow.
My mistake. My mistake. That's a false start on the offense, sending them back to the 35-yard line. 1st and 15.
Wow, I really thought they jumped on Sheehan.
Or sorry, 2nd and 15.
Huh.
Drops back. Manning surveying the field. Gets some pressure. Rolling out. Gets hit by his own lineman. Moves forward and scrambles. There's a flag. And he's breaking a tackle and moving all the way back to the 40-yard line. I mean, that was just an ugly play right there.
That was an ugly play, but Manning made it very well looking. What was that? I wonder what that flag was thrown.
I mean, maybe a hold. I'm not exactly sure on that.
Me neither. I was too busy watching Manning zip through the defense.
And there's a replay of that play right there. Dodges a defender, goes right around his own line, dodges a quadruple amount of defenders, and moves right through to the 40. Or 42, it looks like, on that screen.
What I really liked, holding. I believe you just said holding. Holding on Prep.
Yeah, and that's going to make it 2nd and 25. Talk about an ugly play. Prep looks to be setting up in shotgun. Jeremiah Langston out wide. That's a screen pass, the offensive coordinator's favorite. Dodges a man, and Bardo goes out of bounds to the 30. You just got to be looking for a lot more than that. 5 yards when you've got 25 to go. The math just won't add up.
I agree completely. You know, even though Vinny Lombardo is known to zip by these defenders, there's only so much you can do when you're so far away from the first down.
Oh, completely. Apologies, that was only 3. So looking to find another way to get this first down. I mean, the whole playbook is not available. You got to look at vertical passes, screens. Or maybe just even a run to get some field position. I don't know where your head's at if you're the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is a tough position to do here.
Drops back, deep ball. Is that caught?
Yeah,
that's caught.
That's secured.
That's secured by number 4, Dakota Newman, the junior wide receiver.
Man, Dakota had a breakout season. Dakota had a breakout season last year, and he's just doing better this year. I mean, what a catch.
Yeah, let's see it again right here. Oh, that looked like Mr. Langston, the dean, with that moss right there.
Especially with the coverage he had, he held onto the ball. Prep is going for it.
Going for it. Looks to be that's a QB sneak, and he gets 2 yards.
First down.
There we go, Jalen. Jalen Hurts over there.
You know, I'm no fan of the Eagles, but I think the tush push when my team does it.
Of course, of course.
First down for Prep. What a catch by Dakota Newman. That really changed the whole tide of this quarter, you know? And the bomb squad's still here. Bomb squad's cheering us on.
It'll be first down at the opposing 49-yard line. Trips left. Looks to be a blitz from Sheehan. Running outside. Has a little bit of daylight. Jukes one. Off to the right. Down the sideline. And he's tackled just at the 1. Nearly a touchdown. Nearly a touchdown from Scout Callahan.
Man, Scout Callahan and Vin Lombardo are like the flash of the other flash. There's no other way. There's no other anything else to call them. They both zip down the field. Right, and they immediately get by every single defender. No defender can take them down.
Yeah, you saw Zach O'Brien try to take him down right there. Just could not do it.
Number 2, Josh Durant barely caught up to him, and that's where Prep excels. Prep excels in their running plays. You know, and what was once going to be, oh, they might have to punt, is now turning into they're going to get the touchdown.
Hand it off. Back to Scout Callahan, and he skips into the end zone.
Wide open in front of the whole entire Sheehan defense. I got to tell you, if I was the defensive coordinator, I wouldn't be too happy about that play right there.
I mean, I could run that one in.
Yeah.
Just too easy. The O-line seems to be completely revamped. They gave up 6 sacks to Greenwich. Oh, my gosh. I almost forgot the team. Greenwich. They gave up 6 sacks to Greenwich. Just looks to be completely revamped, both running the ball and in pass protection.
One lineman I'd like to shout out right now is number 50, Sam Sabados. He has been doing such a fantastic job of holding down the fort.
Yeah, let's get a replay on that. And it looks to be a fantastic replay of Ben Cornelius running off the field. Just so much greatness in that. Just looks to be incredible.
Like I said, though, Sam Sabados, number 50, junior center. He's doing a great job tonight, and it's his birthday. So, happy birthday, number 50, Sam Sabados.
Happy birthday. And it looks to be Prep kicking it off to Sheehan.
You know, I gotta say, Prep's really showing them business right now. We're not even done with the first quarter yet, and already 2 touchdowns on the board. If I was Sheehan, I'd start waking up now. You know, Prep comes in and they come early, and they know exactly what to do. They know exactly how to set the tone. But the question I have is, are they going to keep it for the next 3 quarters? Because if they can, this is going to be a very, very, very good game for Prep and a very, very, very bad game for Sheehan.
I mean, that's all it looks to be so far. I mean, Durant even, he's had a solid game. He hasn't even had a bad game. He's just had a lot of usage and just not really been able to break one free. He's had a lot of like 5 to 10 yard games, but he's also had some moments where he's gotten caught behind the line looking for a little bit too much and not taking what the defense is giving him.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things coming to this game was Josh Durant. You know, everyone talked about how well he did,
And here he is running again between the tackles. And again, it's behind the line. You just can't make that many mistakes.
This pressure that Prep's defense is having is insane right now. I mean, this defense is just out of this world. It's like they're playing like an NFL team versus a Pee Wee. And if I was a Sheehan coach, I'd be saying to myself, what can I do? What can I do to make sure my team does not get rolled?
I mean, step one would be to get ahead of the downs as it's a screen through the defenders and a first down.
Number 18, Sebastian Rosario, sophomore wide receiver.
He was the leading receiver last game against Wallingford. 90 receiving yards, even more than Jeremiah Langston, our star receiver.
You know, he almost had a break up there, but thankfully it was stopped for Prep's sake, because he seemed like he was moving. He seemed like he was ready. Sheehan first down there.
It's a double tight end look. Running inside the tackles, and only a 2 to 3 yard gain. I mean, Durant just hasn't really had his way. He just really hasn't. Last year, he had a really, really, really good season. I mean, he just isn't really producing at the same level right now. He had 17 touchdowns last year. That's more touchdowns than games. I mean, you just have to somehow bring that back, and maybe it's the O-line, maybe he just stubbed his toe. I don't know. Something's off. Maybe it's just that amazing Prep D line.
I think it is just amazing Prep D. You know, it's just one of a kind.
Drops back, rolling left, hawked down.
What a tackle!
Oh, and he's rolling on the ground afterwards, hyping each other up. That's just absolutely fantastic from Samuel Shane.
Number 33, Samuel Shane, has been on fire tonight. You know, and the way he hawked him down was just incredible.
Absolutely,
you know, and
incredible.
Perfect tackling for him. That was just out of this world. I gotta glaze a little bit here. That tackling for him was just fantastic.
And apologies for mispronouncing it. It's Shaney. I forgot. Oh. My bad. Empty set, shotgun, and it is tipped. That is a fantastic deflection from Shaney, possibly saving a touchdown from going on the board. I mean, if he would have lobbed that ball, it would have been daylight for Shane. Absolutely fantastic pass deflection from Shaney.
You know, and that's where Prep really excels. Prep excels in coverage and getting interceptions. We saw with Greenwich, one of the best teams in the state, that they got 2 picks off that. I don't think people really think about Prep as like, hey, these guys can play with the big dogs, you know? And then compare with a team like Sheehan, who, yeah, they have some good players, but Prep is just a great all-around team.
Yeah, and the depth just isn't there. And it's a blocked punt.
Oh!
Tavares Newkirk is fired up. He looked to be the one to block that punt. He's getting some hype from Hellstern. Absolutely fantastic, Mr. Newkirk. And you know, it's funny. He actually was talking to me earlier, or not talking to me. I overheard it in advisory talk about how he wants to be more aggressive this game and just really get after the ball. I didn't think he was talking about special teams, but let's see it again. Or not. That was just absolutely fantastic from Mr. Newkirk.
You know, listen, Tavares Newkirk is definitely more aggressive this game.
Oh, really? This will be the gun. Shotgun. Deep ball. Langston in the end zone. Caught. Oh, no, he dropped it. That's just an uncharacteristic drop.
Wow, that was just not like Langston, man. I'm a little.
That's just absolutely disappointing. Langston, we just have to be better than that. We'll see a replay.
Manning had really good protection in that pocket there from number 77 and number 50, Jack Watson and Sam Sabados.
Yeah, he was wide open. He had 2 defenders on him, blew by them, and just couldn't corral it. That's a concentration issue. He has all the talent in the world, all the experience, all the hard work. It's just that last bit of concentration.
That's very frustrating, and Langston's definitely going to learn from his mistakes.
I believe that's Bardo
Good
walking,
Bardo.
running down the sideline, jukes, and he's taken down by a gang of Sheehan defenders.
Wow, if that was another touchdown, we should put Vinny Lombardo for our player to watch because, wow, another great run. I think this guy's had great run after great run after great run. I haven't seen anything problematic or bad from him then.
As we'll see a replay of that. Goes between the tackles, right through, takes a quick juke, and I will say, that is a great wrap-up from Josh Durant. He's making up for his, I wouldn't call it pedestrian, but not his usual self.
His lackluster performance.
Lackluster so far. We'll see. We'll see if he can pick it up, but he's making up for it on the defensive end.
Definitely lackluster compared to Prep's defense here, though.
I believe that's a delay of game. Or is that a timeout?
Timeout.
That's a timeout on Prep.
Wow, man, this is just a fantastic game for a home opener as big as Fairfield Prep's. You have the whole student section out here. You have teachers, students, parents, siblings. It is just great to be here. You can feel the electricity in the air. You know, if I was a Sheehan coach right now, I'd be telling my players, we got to find something new, because throwing it just to Josh Durant isn't getting anywhere.
It isn't getting anywhere. They need to just find a new way. I mean, the
Meanwhile,
quarterback had 2 rushing touchdowns last game. Maybe you do some option, use Durant as a decoy. You got to go back to the drawing board. It's just not working.
I mean, the play of using Durant and letting him run with the ball obviously isn't working. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, giving it to someone like Vinny Lombardo, Scout Callahan, even Jeremiah Langston, you just have so many good weapons on offense that they can just pick and choose to throw out there instead of relying on a heavy hitter like Josh Durant. And that's where I think Fairfield Prep's team shines. They have so much depth, so much diversity that they can use, is that, yes, Greenwich may be a tough match for them, but everyone else is fair game.
Yeah, and more to talk about the depth. It's just, I wouldn't say it's not fair, but there's just such a disparity in just the number of athletes there are. Not even quality, just the number. And it's just impossible to keep that up. As this looks to be on the goal line, outside run, Manning.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Seems like everybody's trying to score tonight. Robbie Manning, almost in the same place where Scout Callahan scored.
Yeah, it seemed to be a bit of a harder run in, but still untouched.
You know, Robbie Manning runs the ball a lot, and every time he runs it, I get excited.
Oh, and that was a slight juke. I didn't even notice. Poor guy, Sebastian Rosario got himself juked out of his socks.
I mean, he's as shifty as a running back, Manning. He knows how to work under pressure. He's got a great O-line behind him that give him the time in the pocket. And if he doesn't want to throw it, and if it doesn't feel like he's open to throwing it, he can just run it in. And that is something every quarterback needs to have to play with good performance.
Exactly. I mean, Prep so far has pitched a shutout as the first quarter is coming to a close. Only 7 seconds left. And you got to imagine you're just going to get a quick kickoff, touchback, quick run to obviously Durant, and then we'll get a quick 5-minute break for the second quarter. But it's been all Prep so far.
Yeah. And I just want to give another big shout out to the offensive line. One thing I've been noticing is that the offensive line is giving Manning such great time in the pocket. You know, with tackles like Manny Juco and Reese Morgan are just holding down the line.
Absolutely.
And here's going to be the kickoff from Prep, again from Ben Cornelius. You know, Cornelius has been having a great season so far, past 2 games. I mean, already he's had a kick, 3 times?
And again, it's a touchback. 3 for 3, Cornelius. Now, in a lot of these types of situations, it's a lot about not necessarily the game plan in the X's and O's or even the Jimmys and Joes. You want to just get this sort of mentality back, keep your team in the game mentally, and just make sure they don't check out. You need to have that sort of fire that just keeps burning and just keeps the team running, and maybe you can squeak out and just keep the game going, keep it close, and maybe you can get to a fourth quarter and just maybe get lucky, maybe work it out. As it's empty set, chased down. Oh, and great call from the quarterback to scramble as he was chased down by number 10, Daniel DeLibro.
Man, Dan DeLibro is one of those players who are just so scary to go up against in the line. Like, the whole prep defense is if I had to line up against a prep defense, I'd wet my pants.
Oh,
I would
jeez.
wet my pants because these guys, they come to fight, and they will not break and they will not bend. You know, and that's something that every defense should have. And it's,
I mean, J.J. Langston, he's been a player to watch so far, and I think he just needs to really bring back his confidence. He wasn't really playing his best earlier. He had a drop ball in the end zone, but he's been a fantastic job just being very nice in the gadget role. Maybe not down the field, but he's been fantastic.
I agree. J.J. Langston is just, he's having not his best game, I would say, but it's still the first quarter. We still have so much time to see him get back on his feet and dominate over Sheehan like we all know we can.
Can I just compliment the camera angle? That's just a fantastic angle.
I'm a big fan of the overlay. There's number 61, Larson O'Connor, Jr.
Maybe he's a new player to watch. I mean, that's a great camera angle. I got to give it to the guys in the booth over here. And we're back as the second quarter is about to start. Sheehan has motion. Oh, it's some misdirection. It's off to Durant. And Newkirk nearly brings him down, but he gets flailed about as he tries to knock Durant down with a hit stick.
Number 9, Sam Barrett, captain, or co-captain of the football team, I should say. He has had a really great season. You know, he's had it so far, and he had a great one last year as well.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, he went down earlier against Greenwich, but I'm glad he's back. He's an anchor of this team.
As am I.
He's an anchor to the team. He plays some strong safety, some free safety. Just a great player overall. It's a misdirection, and Durant is taken down behind the line. Looks to be about four yards behind. John Morris is having himself a hell of a game.
He's having a hell of 2 games. You know, he had a field day against Greenwich, and now he's having another field day, going head first right into the running back there. That was just impressive. No fear, no nothing.
I love the term you used there, field day. It's like he's playing against some kids. It's just so easy for him to just wrap up and knock them down.
It feels like for prep kids, I don't think they've even crossed the 50 yet. You know, you just so much pressure. Look at that.
And there's some pressure there holding.
Will Kelly, or no, James Burgess.
And he's running for his life. And he barely gets back to the 35-yard line, but it's definitely going to be a hold on Will Kelly, or against Will Kelly. My bad, James Burgess. Apologies.
James Burgess is the co-captain for Fairfield Prep football.
Bro, I thought you said Will Kelly. You just hate to see that. You don't want to.
Another injury. I don't know why Jeremiah. Number 45.
That's a screen pass.
Mason Bear, senior tight end, once again getting the catch.
That was a quick catch, but it'll be third down now. 3rd and 23. It's going to be a mountain for them to climb.
I mean, this is where Prep was not long ago, and they got out of it, you know, with a great catch from Dakota Noonan and a great run.
I mean, it should be a lot easier now that it's 3rd and 17, but still something that's seemingly insurmountable for the Sheehan offense.
I wonder, does Sheehan have the guts to do what Prep does? Looks like Mason Bear is in the back there.
That's a double tight end look. A lot of time to throw it, and it's caught at the 40-yard line, but in front of the sticks. Nice tackle from Jack Buck.
That was just a rudimentary tackle. That's something every coach just loves.
Yeah, you just love to see it. Just some fantastic, like, wrap up. Don't make it fancy. Bring him to the ground. It's something great. You always want to see that from your DBs. You see some other teams, they let the DBs get lazy and they just like arm tackle. But not Buck. He just absolutely went for it. You almost heard the helmet noise. Just absolutely wrap up, bear hug, and drag him to the ground.
Another injury for Sheehan here. They are dropping like flies. It is pretty upsetting to see, you know. But when going against such a good team like Prep, people really do try to give it their all. But Prep has another timeout. Here's our bomb squad. They're ready. They're hyped. They love to see their brothers winning. There's our bomb squad leaders in the front there. And we're back. Now 4th and
a mile. Or
yeah.
No, 4th and 6, my bad.
4th and 6. They're going for the punt here.
Nearly blocked again. Langston will not have any ability to return at this time, as it'll go to the 31-yard line and be Prep ball.
I can see Langston fiending for the ball right now, as he wants to prove himself. He wants to prove himself, and he wants to prove that he's better than how he's performing. And I could definitely see that happening. You know, great defensive plays here, you know, and that just proves what I asked earlier. Does Sheehan have the guts to pull off what Prep pulled off, where Prep was in that same predicament last quarter, and they did not get stopped. They did not slow down. They did not stop, and they ended up scoring a touchdown on that play, on those plays. And the question I ask is, how can they expect to beat Prep right now if they can't have the guts to try like Prep does?
Tis the question. Tis the question.
Perchance it is.
Perchance.
Another flag thrown here.
That's a delay of game.
Flag on Prep.
Delay of game. You just got to lock in if you're Hellstern.
I just don't understand why Prep keeps getting all these flags. I mean, they're a very well-disciplined team. So I just don't understand why. This has been like the 3rd or 4th flag of the game. And when is it going to end?
Pass to the flat.
Dakota Newton.
Dakota Newton stiff arms a man, and he's dragged down to the other team's 49-yard line. We need a replay of that one.
That was such an impressive stiff arm. That is a stiff arm that you put in ESPN. Okay, that Dakota Newton is having a great game. You know, with that much needed catch last quarter. And we're going to replay on that right here.
Yeah, let's see a stiff arm.
Great throw from Manning right there.
Absolutely shoves a man into the ground. And the only reason he got taken down was he got pulled by the legs by the man he knocked down.
Actually, no, he got out of that leg.
Oh, never mind.
It was another defender.
Props to you. Passes out to the flat. Bardo jukes a man.
Oh!
Moves up to the sideline, and he's dragged out of bounds by number 41, Nolan Keeley.
You know, what I think number 41 was trying to do there was make sure there wasn't another one. Because if you give Bardo an inch, he'll take a mile. And that's definitely what Bardo was thinking of doing. He was thinking, can I run it back to the house again and embarrass this team more?
As Bardo's going to take a quick breather, Callahan seems to be, I can't actually see. Yeah, Callahan is on the field in place. It's nice to have that thunder and lightning sort of duo, but in this situation, I think they're both lightning and lightning. As you said, flash and flash.
They both have scored touchdowns in this game, and they both have had great runs and breakthroughs.
Screen pass to Langston. Living up to the player of the game mentality. Jukes 2 defenders and only gets brought down due to, oh no, not brought down yet. A pile is emerging and pushing him forward as he is knocked down at the 36-yard line.
I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. Langston is hungry now. He knows that he is going to do better, and he is definitely showing it. You know, and what I really loved was how quick the O-line went to respond to helping Jeremiah Langston.
That's a screen pass. Juke number 1. Juke number 2, getting 2 defenders. And number 15, great wrap-up, I will say.
What I loved immediately in that play was how number 77, Jack Watson, senior, immediately went to go start pushing Langston.
Shotgun. Manning. Oh, attempts to get the comeback, but that's incomplete. Right through the hands of Jeremiah Langston. That's just a bit of an underthrow, uncharacteristic of Robbie Manning, characteristic of another Manning. I'll let you figure that one out. But
which one? There's like 3.
The one at Texas. Yeah, just right through. Come on, Arch.
What I wonder is Sheehan going to have his chance to finally stop the touchdown fall? Because it feels like every time Prep even gets the ball, it's a touchdown. And they're doing very well of breaking their opponents.
That's a low snap. Scout Callahan. I'm not exactly sure what that was. Maybe a false start. Yeah, it's a false start.
Third and 15 now. 3rd and 15. Prep's been in this situation a lot tonight, and so was Sheehan, honestly. You know, but it just, I wonder, do they have the chance or the skill to be able to pull this off? I say yes. I really do think Prep's offense, Manning, Langston, Callahan, Lombardo, and the offensive linemen all have the chance and skill to pull this off.
That's an empty set. Scout Callahan and Langston out wide. Langston turns the corner, pushes a man off him, gets through 2 more defenders, and he is tackled at the 30.
Langston running through these defenders like they're foam now, and it's just, you can see the fire in his eyes. I keep saying this over and over again, but he is just hungry.
Yeah, you just got to wonder how much conditioning he does in the offseason just to stay in that great shape. He's got the track season that just keeps him running and humming at that fantastic speed. I mean, honestly, it could be 4-2 at this point. You never know. 4-2 flat even. But
4th and I believe 5th down.
You said 5th down?
Oh, 4th and 5.
Oh.
Up. Timeout, I believe Prep. Yeah, timeout Prep here. You know, we have Mr. Halstern. He's got some devious play in the books. I can already see it. You know, but one thing I'm concerned about is how much is Josh Durant gonna play where he finally realizes he has to up his game. You know, like what if this is the start of his lock in? You know, because we keep hearing about how great Josh Durant was, and I'm looking to find where this player is, but I've seen a pretty lackluster performance. Meanwhile, every Prep kid that we've watched is doing fantastic. And it's just, it's embarrassing for Sheehan, honestly. You know, because this was a very anticipating game coming in. You know, a lot of people were saying, oh, Sheehan might pull the upset here. because everyone knows Prep. Everyone knows how good Prep is, you know? And everyone talks about these good players like Josh Durant, Mason Beller, apologies if I mispronounced that, and Sebastian Rosario. But give them a team like Prep where every kid is playing to their best performance. I take Prep any day.
In motion, and Manning throws on the run right to Newman. And it takes 2 Sheehan defenders to bring him down at the 15.
Man, Dakota Newman has been on fire tonight. These catches in almost double coverage.
I mean, it's incredible. You have 2 track stars on the field as wide receiver, J.J. Langston and Dakota Newman, both fantastic. Oh, sorry, Newton. Apologies.
No problem, Carson. We're all bad at pronouncing names here.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
Hi, Jackson.
No yardage recovered there. Is this another ref stoppage here? Oh, no, I apologize. Nope, it is not.
We love our refs. We love them.
Let's not get too crazy here. 5 minutes left in the second quarter here. Timeout on Sheehan?
Yeah, it's Sheehan with a timeout. It's their first in the quarter, or first in the half. Apologies. As we'll be right back.
I just wonder what's going through the coach's mind here. I really just wonder what's going through the coach's mind here, because what is he thinking? Like, how is he gonna figure out a way to come back from a 21-0 lead? You know, no amount of points he puts up will stop Prep. So I'm just wondering, what is he telling his players right now? Is he telling them that they need to do better? Is he telling players like Josh Durant, Zach O'Brien, Jake O'Brien, Michael Simlin, and Sebastian Rosario to start catching the ball? Or is he coming up with a new play because the original plays he had were just not it? Lined up now.
Manning takes the low snap, handed off to Bardo. Makes a man miss, makes another man miss as he's taken down behind, or not taken down, but stopped behind the line.
Bardo's had a lot of great carries and runs this game. This one, well, not so much, you know?
Yeah, we can't all be on our A game
No.
every play.
No, we can't, especially when you have 3-4 defenders. And Bardo went in there, no fear. He was ready. He was ready to juke out every single player.
Yeah. You just got to run it between the tackles, or even just right off the tackle. You just got to make sure you have your O-line behind you. Otherwise, stuff like that could happen.
Lined up now. 3rd and 15th?
Snapped to Manning. Running for his life. 2 guys on him, and he throws it out of bounds. Wise decision from Manning just to get the ball away.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do in that situation? You got the whole defensive line coming down there. But I just can't understand what's happening with Prep's offense now. Maybe that timeout that the coach had where they came up with a new devious play, maybe this is what they needed.
And if Cornelius makes it, it would be a 4-score game. Or sorry, no, still would be a 3-score game with 3 two-point conversions required. But you got to imagine it's going to be very difficult for Sheehan to come back if they get it. And it's good.
Wow. No doubt for Ben Cornelius here.
Yeah, that's score number 3. 4 for 4. For score number 4, 4 for 4 for Prep.
Yeah, I just love seeing Ben Cornelius kick, man. It's just something great because you see a lot of kickers, when they have pressure on the line and when they don't have pressure on the line, they mess up, you know? Like, I just really, really love how whenever Ben Cornelius kicks, it's always like he's got a dead center.
And Cornelius about to kick off again.
4 minutes and 20 seconds till halftime here. I'm wondering is, can Prep get the ball back to score another one?
I mean, you gotta wonder. I mean, with only 4:20 left, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see if Prep can just hold Sheehan, make sure they can't score at all, and then Prep's gonna get the ball right back at the start of the second half.
Another referee stoppage. 2 referees talking to Coach Halstern here. I wonder what's going on this one. Is this another flag?
Man, I just gotta love this media team. They really put their all into these streams, putting their body on the line. I'd like to shout out Robert. What's his last name? Russo? Rowan. Apologies. Robert Rowan. Absolutely fantastic cameraman.
Great kid. Great kid. Freshman.
You'll see him on the table right there. Absolutely great guy.
I also give a big shout out to our media supervisor, Mr. Pellegrino. He's led this club for about 5 years now, and he's done a great job every time.
Sheehan will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And Prep's lined up here.
Shotgun into the flat, pass to the tight end. Great tackle from Jack Buck again.
Jack Buck has just been on fire tonight defensively. Him and John Morris are really my standout candidates tonight.
Especially on the defense.
Yes. And these two are just going at it. These two are making sure no yardage is given. And the yardage that is given is very, very, very little.
Yeah, and Buck has really held down Sebastian Rosario. I haven't seen him get more than maybe 2 catches so far.
I haven't really seen anything from Sebastian Rosario, now that you mention it.
Quarterback going out, running to the right.
Ooh, what a tackle.
Ooh, what a hit.
Number 25, Brody Summers.
I mean, I'm a Prep fan, but I just gotta hope Jack O'Brien's okay. I mean,
I heard that hit from here.
Yeah, I heard the pop.
That one's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah. If he makes it.
I don't know. 22 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock here. Another stoppage. A lot of breaks in between this game. Usually more than you see, especially with the referees and the delay of games. And I'm just saying, what's going on? Number 18's moving. And it's a handoff to Durant once again.
And that's going to be a first down of about, I think that's about a 10-yard gain from Durant. He's starting to ramp it up, really.
He is starting to ramp it up. That's what I was thinking about earlier. If Durant finally locks in here, what's going to change? You know, all this week, I've personally heard about Durant and Bowler. And now I'm starting to see why they're considered good. But are they up to Prep's level of good yet? No.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, the score speaks for itself right now. We'll see if they can say something about that on this drive as it's an empty set. Shotgun, pass to the flat. Durant, that's an underthrow.
Dropped.
I mean, call it a drop, call it an underthrow. I'd say it's 50-50 on the receiver
I would say
and the
right.
quarterback. You just got to have a better connection than that. It's a simple flat. You gotta hit that. As the quarterback has thrown up some interesting signs for the play. Interesting.
I just love looking at that coach's face. He's locked in.
Nice clarification. As they're in motion, bowler in motion. Running back, and that's an interception from the defensive lineman.
James Burgess, what an interception.
Absolutely. That's catastrophe for Sheehan as Prep goes right into their home field, or right in their backyard, to be honest, right to the 25-yard line. They're already in field goal range, and they're looking to punch it in.
I don't know how you feel about big man picks, but that one was just, but I love them.
That's just fantastic.
I love those big man picks. We're going to look it back here again. He's getting pressure, and Burgess is just right there.
Absolutely, just right there, right and easy to see. Manny Juke, so apologies if I mispronounced that name, but he's the one who had the amazing pressure to get it easily out, to get the ball easily out to Burgess, to make it just such an amazing play.
Burgess is a dual threat in sports too, because he brings that ferocity to the rugby pitch as well.
Manning scrambling, and he's sacked for the first time today. That's an amazing one-man job right there from Richard Van Dyke. He had 3 sacks in his first game. I mean, I'm just gonna give it up to Prep for having that just be his first. That's absolutely incredible. 4 sacks in 2 games.
I'm telling you, Carson, one thing that's not really talked about with this team is its O-line. Its O-line is some of the best I've seen in high school, and they just give Manning so much time.
And that looked to be the exact same play that Langston dropped earlier, or Manning underthrew earlier. But they've got that route down packed. I mean, I think they've ran that play like 3 or 4 times in the Greenwich game alone, and now 2 times here. I mean that's just a great play. Manning throwing deep ball into the end zone. Langston nearly catches it. Oh, that's his second drop today. That was a tougher catch. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
Injury timeout.
He looked to land on his hands right into the helmet. That's just not something you want to see. He's scrambling on the ground.
Before that play, I was definitely going to mention about how the receivers are. This is definitely the receivers quarter, and the first half was the running backs quarter. I know, because we saw those breakout performances from Callahan, from Lombardo, and then in the second quarter we saw more of a throw from Dakota Newton.
Yeah, I mean it's just something you never want to see. You saw on the replay, he landed on his wrist. It seemed like you never want to see that. The whole team seems to be in shock. You just gotta hope he's okay.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Gina. She's the leader of our trainer staff at Fairfield Prep. She's patched up so many of us that she all knows us right now. We all love Gina at Fairfield Prep. Bit of a longer time out here. Yep, and Langston's up.
He's up.
He seems to be walking off well, so I think you're right, Carson, about the wrist.
Yeah, I think it's his left arm, his left wrist. You can see his right arm. He's moving it a lot more than his. Oh, never mind. He's moving it that left arm. Maybe it's the right. Maybe it was the wind knocked out of him. I'm not exactly sure. Something seems to be off. I wouldn't mind if you kept him off the field for the rest of the game. Just make sure he's fine. We're up 24-0. He can take a rest. He's done his part.
2nd and 10 now. A lot of room because of that great interception by James Burgess. Team captain, great leader at Prep. I had the pleasure of sitting next to him in biology my freshman year.
Absolute pleasure. Shotgun. Manning backing up, rolling right, hits the flat, jukes a man, and it's a first down for Prep.
From Nicholas Garofalo, number 6. That was first play of the game, I believe. He's a senior at Fairfield Prep. That was just great because there was a lot of pressure from Manning, and one thing I keep talking about Manning is he never folds under pressure. And Garofalo gets that for, oh, no, not first down.
Nearly.
Nearly.
3rd and 1. This is what some call the money down. You just have to get that play in, punch it in. Now, I don't know if that's the case here. Prep is up 3 scores, but
I would not be shocked if they ran it right now.
I would not be either. And you're right. As Lombardo moves, pushing forward, definitely got his first down. Or I believe so.
First down for Prep. And there is another timeout.
I believe that is Sheehan.
You know, this is Sheehan's do or die here. You know, because there's 30 seconds left on the clock. They're not doing well against the performance of Prep's offense. You know, with giving up chances for Garofalo and Lombardo to get through the line. And now I'm just wondering, how much more are they going to take?
How much more punishment can they take is a very good question.
I believe the term is BTA.
What does that stand for? I've never known.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's a mystery to me. I mean, this might be the most full I've seen the Prep Bomb squad in a while. You have the cheerleaders, you have the students themselves, you even have the parents showing out.
You have parents, siblings.
That's a touchdown to Dakota Newman. Slant.
What a catch. What a catch from Dakota Newman. He is my offensive player to watch for today's game. I talked about my defensive players to watch with John Morris and Jack Buck and Jordan Lewis. I want to throw him in there as well because Jordan Lewis has been giving great pressure to the Sheehan's offense. Excuse me. Dakota Newman has, I believe, been 4 for 4. Would you agree with me on there?
I believe 4 for 4. I don't think he's dropped anything.
I haven't seen him drop one. And Dakota Newman had his breakout season last year as a sophomore, and he's going to his junior year now. When talking with Dakota today, he told me he was very locked in. He called it the great lock-in, as he told.
Yeah, let's see again
Mr.
right here.
Shep.
Let's see this lock-in. Quick slant, easy catch. That's not even bad defense.
He makes
from
great
Rosario
catches in coverage.
That's
he makes
not. Yeah,
such
that's not
great.
bad.
This is his 3rd catch where he's just had fantastic. He's had fantastic coverage on him because from Sheehan's point of view, that's great coverage. And
it is.
Not your average wide receiver cannot do coverage like that.
You can't.
He'll break and fold and he'll give him an interception. Dakota Newman, no way.
No chance. Now Rosario. No complaints if I'm the Sheehan head coach. It's just like.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, if I was the coach film session, I'd be like,
if I was the coach,
it is what it is.
That play to Garofalo was a great play because Garofalo knew what he was doing and knew how to get wide open. And if I was the Sheehan head coaches there, I'd be saying to myself, come on. You know these are good wide receivers. You have to stay on them, and you can't give up holes. That's when we saw with Callahan's touchdown over there, where he got in, no problem. You know, and Manning, same spot, same hole. At this point, you need to learn from your mistakes. That's what I think Prep's team does very well, because the mistakes they had with Greenwich, you know, the coverage, the defense, and the offense, because it was not a high scoring game for Prep. Wow, what a kick!
And that's a touchback, as Prep has nearly scored the amount of points they scored against Sheehan in the full game in just the first half. I mean, they scored 35 last time. It's 35-0 right now. It's getting bleak. I mean, Sheehan just has to bring something together. I mean, maybe Durant can pull together a few 90-yard runs, but I'm just going to have to wait to see it.
Prep's offense and defense seems very, very, very locked in here. And I just love that, man. The Bomb Squad is just electric. 25 seconds on the clock here. I just don't know what Sheehan can do. Maybe throw it for Hail Mary. Even then, I would fear, as the Sheehan coach, is it going to get picked off? Oh, they're definitely.
Snapped. Shotgun. To Durant. He attempts to stiff arm a man, but number 25. Number 25.
Brody Summers having a great past 2 games. Interception on Greenwich is really hard to do because Greenwich is a great team, and Prep is also a really great team. And Brody Summers Jr. played on JV last year. I believe he's really making a name for himself tonight. And I know him personally, he's a great guy.
Absolutely, great guy. Never met him, but great guy.
Very smart.
I mean, 31-0. I've got 30 seconds to talk right now. But honestly, I only need a few words. Prep is dominating. I just can't believe how dominant Prep has been over Sheehan. It's been a physical anomaly of how amazing Prep has been so far.
I wouldn't say anomaly. I would say that
consistency?
Prep, yes. I would say that Prep is just so locked in. They're coming back from a loss to Greenwich, and they're hungry. Like J.J. Langston, like John Morris, like Jack Buck, like Jordan Lewis, like Sam Sabados. Happy birthday, by the way, Sammy. And I just can't wait to see how the second quarter goes. And if I was the Sheehan coach right now, I'd be saying to myself, how the hell am I gonna not get these kids, get these Prep kids off my quarterback's back? And I'm just super excited.
And we'll be right back with you at the start of the second half.
What does it mean to graduate from Fairfield Prep? It's hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family, your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools becomes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, we carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at Prep. And as all Prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it Cura Personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving.
Committed to doing justice.
These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate.
Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
What does it mean to graduate from Fairfield Prep? It's hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family, your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools comes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, we carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at Prep. And as all Prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about
back on a halftime talk show as we're going to look at some replays from the previous half. Just absolutely running all over the team. You can see that prep community. Just a great sight to see. I mean, even in the high contrast mode, you got to see some like tough throws. Prep isn't perfect, but I mean the score just speaks for itself. You see the Manning just run all over the Sheehan team, running right through the tackles.
You know, Carson, that's one of my favorite plays of the game, especially because it just shows Manning's skill in all of these plays. And that great catch by Dakota Newton when they needed it the most, when they were 4th and, I don't know, 23? Just a run from Callahan here, great run here that ended up giving him a touchdown.
Yeah, and honestly, I think for prep, the key to the game is just like putting on the gas. Just make sure you have your foot on their neck, don't let them breathe, and just play conservatively. Just run the ball, keep the ball, and don't give them any more drives than they need to. Honestly,
all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, exactly. Like a 5-score game, this should not be anywhere even close for them to being able to come back. And honestly, let Newton cook. He's been, as you said, the guy to watch on offense. He's been absolutely fantastic. The track star has been lighting up the defense. He scored a touchdown, and even Lombardo as well. I don't want to shade him. He's been absolutely fantastic. Manning, he's been great, but honestly, for Sheehan, you need to not just use Durant. You need to absolutely blow Prep's socks off. Use Durant as a diversion and try some wide receiver screens.
Yeah, they've been trying to establish this run here, and it hasn't really worked. You know, like, yes, they've gotten the occasional, 10 yards. Well, compared to Prep, it's got to be over like 200 now. It's got to be way over 200 just run yards with the touchdowns from Callahan, from Lombardo, right? And then you have Robbie Manning's touchdown. Those are just yards from running. Let's not forget amazing throws, and catches to great receivers like Langston, like Garofalo. So I just think that Sheehan's game plan of just using Durant, just using their core running backs, and not using their wide receivers. And when they do use their wide receivers, they're in deep coverage by our great center backs and safeties. So I just don't understand how they're going to pull off anything.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to the assistant coach of Sheehan earlier. He teaches more the freshmen and the sophomores, but he completely agreed with my take on going for the wide receiver screens, not so much relying on Durant. He's been a great player. He's absolutely fantastic. He hasn't been performing that well today. You got to ride the hot hand. You have to pick your spots where you pick your best player and know when they're not really performing. You got to stretch to the field. You have to throw deep. You can't just rely on Durant. Durant is a great player, but nobody can carry the team on their own, especially against a great team like Prep.
I honestly think, from the bottom of my heart, that for offensively, the senior tight end for Sheehan, Mason Bear, is honestly one of the best offensive players right now. As Mason Bear has been getting most of the catches, most of the receives, most of the receiving yards, and Durant has done well running back wise, and he's caught a lot of screen plays, he's caught a lot of passes, but it's not enough.
Yeah, it's just not enough sometimes, and that's okay. No one's enough. No one's enough 100% of the time. But Sheehan really needs to just stretch the field, both width-wise and length-wise. You need to just find a way to make it seem like you're not just going to run it with Durant up the middle every single time. It's not even variety when it comes to where you're running it. You just run it up the middle every 2 seconds. So eventually, Newkirk, Morris, the linebackers are going to grapple down on the O-line, go in between the tackles and in between in the gaps, and just absolutely decimate you. So you have to mix it up. You have to try something new.
I'm sorry, Carson. I didn't want to stab you there. I just want to point out that great kick, that great practice kick from number 28, Ben Cornelius. That guy has just been on fire tonight.
Oh, exactly.
5 for 5?
5 for 5.
5 for 5 with catches. Putting that next to Dakota Newman's 5 for 5 catches as well.
Exactly.
5 for 5 for kicks and 5 for 5 for catches. Prep is just checking all the boxes tonight when it comes to good ball handling, to good catches, to good runs. You know, Lombardo's worst run would be a great run to any other team. And that just shows the skill level that these Prep players are playing with. That just shows the skill level of the coaches. That just shows the skill level and the mentality of these players.
Yeah, at some point, it's just a talent, and not even talent. It's a skill gap. It's a depth gap.
Yeah, I completely agree. You know, and look at Prep's almost army-like out there. They have people they can just throw in whenever, and they're all ready to play hard. There are no softies on the Prep football team.
Absolutely zero softies.
You know, and that's just something a coach like Mr. Hellstern has brought in them. You know, and I would also like to point out some really great offensive players here that aren't really getting as much spotlight tonight, especially the linemen. You know, we have Manny Juco, who's good on both sides of the ball. We have number 54, Reese Morgan, great guy, great ball player. Number 50, the center, Sam Sabados. Sabados has been something I've noticed mostly is that he's doing very well holding the line for Manning. You know, and Manning's just had so much time in the pocket that he's been able to execute so many good throws. And that's what every QB needs. I mean, if you look at the Giants right now, they don't have a good O-line, but they have a great QB. Prime Russell Wilson. And on the defensive side, players like John Morris, Jack Buck, Jordan Lewis.
Oh, is that an onside or a squib kick? I'm not sure if that was intentional, but he's running backwards. I'm not exactly sure what that was. He caught the ball at about the 35 and ran all the way back to the 25. I'm not exactly sure what the point of that was.
I'm not sure either. That was number 6.
I don't really understand what Garofalo was doing there. He's going to get a talking to from Hellstern. I'm sure of it.
He actually had a really good catch in the first half of this game too.
Yeah.
That I really like to point out because he was at the right place at the right time. And I'm not saying he got lucky. He knew exactly where to be.
Oh, look, he's getting talked to right now. The cameraman just moved off it, but he was getting a talking to.
I love looking at this lineup with linemen right here. 50, Sam Sabados, 54, Reese Morgan, 55, Manny Juco, and 70, I believe that's 77, Jack Watson.
Hand it off. And there's a flag as Bardo moves in for a first down, but it seems to be a flag on the play. I'm not exactly sure what that is, though.
Bomb Squad's still here, you know. That's just great. That just shows the loyalty of the Prep Brotherhood and how the Bomb Squad will always be there for our team.
Yeah, everyone will always be there. The cheerleaders, the Bomb Squad, even our cameraman on the table.
Good old Bobby Ruane, Bobbert. Now, I wonder what the flag was on here. Because if it's another Prep flag, there has been one too many this game. You know, with delay of games, there's flags for holding. I believe that was a flag on Prep. Yes, that was a flag on Prep. So
one tight end, 3 out wide. Hand it off to Lombardo. And he's tackled for only a 1 to 2 yard gain. That
was a very good tackle.
That's a fantastic tackle. I didn't exactly see who that was. Seemed to be coming off the edge, but that was a fantastic tackle for only a 2 yard gain.
That was number 73, Richard Van Dyke. Richard Van Dyke had a very good game last game. He had 6 tackles and 3 sacks.
3 sacks.
So he's still a good player by any other average football standards, but by Prep standards,
I don't know. I think he'd start on our team. 3 sacks is ridiculous against anyone.
Lined up here.
Hand it off to Lombardo. Inside zone. And they're playing conservatively. Maybe this is a little too conservative, though. Starting off 1st and 20.
I'm not a big fan.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not a big fan of giving it to Bardo now. I'm not saying Bardo's a bad player at all. I think Bardo's a fantastic player, too, with 2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, you know, but when you're so far behind in coverage and they kind of know, Sheehan's defense is like, okay, their receivers are good. Let's focus on their receivers. I mean, I'm sorry, running backs. When they're saying, like, oh, their receivers aren't our priority, their running backs are, they're going to focus on their running backs. That's when you bring someone like Dakota Newton. That's when you bring someone like J.J. Langston. But I don't believe J.J. Langston's in the game.
Drop back. Deep ball. Langston. Mossed. Double coverage. And it's
as I was
caught.
talking about him, too.
Absolutely fantastic from J.J. Langston walking off. Oh, so chill about it. He's just not even fazed by that.
So
it's like a 9 to 5.
Here's the replay here. Just as I was talking about Langston, too, funny enough. There's a great throw from Manning. Great spiral.
Great camera work, too.
What a catch. Double coverage. They can't do anything about it. That was just fantastic catch. That is the type of stuff J.J. Langston always does. And that is why we always have him as one of our players to watch.
Absolutely fantastic. And that's going to be a quick run for about 5 yards.
You know,
honestly, it might be 6. Honestly, it might be like 6 yards.
Between me and you and everyone who's watching this stream, I was a bit scared when JJ looked hurt. But I am very happy to see that he is still running the ball like a maniac.
Did he run that one?
Catch. I meant catch.
Oh, catch. Sorry. I don't mean to call you out. My fault.
Sorry about that. But like I said, like I kept saying earlier, he is hungry. After that missed touchdown, you can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his face.
This looks to be a cover 3 look, or possibly a man look. Can't really tell quite yet. And it will be zone. Vinny Lombardo running between the tackles, and he's tackled at the 3rd level all the way at the 27 or 25-yard line.
One of the prep flashes of the team, along with Scout Callahan, he is just too fast for this defense. He is just way too fast for this defense. I mean, give him an inch, he takes a mile.
Yeah.
He is all gas, no brakes, and that is just something that Sheehan can't stop.
Exactly.
Sure, they can delay it, but he's inevitable, you know?
Of course. And then Sheehan not really understanding the time there. Prep really just wants to ice this game away. You go in zone. I know they're still reeling after the Langston catch, but you have to stay in man and lock down on the run. Play action. Manning, dart right to Langston.
Another touchdown first touchdown. I apologize for J.J. Langston. I'm getting so excited about this game, I'm losing track. J.J. Langston is making up for that miscatch he had. What a great play by
This is absolutely fantastic from Langston. Let's get a replay on that one.
What a great throw from Robbie Manning again.
On the dot. On the dot. He didn't even need to move his hands. I think it
No,
just
he did not.
went in right into the bread basket.
Yep, perfect run in, perfect everything.
Perfect everything. Let's see a perfect kick to top it off.
Go back to this, make 6 for 6.
And now
he
is
does.
6 for 6. He'll be looking for 7 next time, but he's playing absolutely fantastic.
Man, to have 6 or 7 of great kicks is just so impressive for a kicker, you know?
Yeah.
Now I wonder, is Prep gonna give him a 41 type lead, or?
I mean, one more kick would make it 7 from 6 to 7 field goal makes, and also 41 on the scoreboard. I mean, it's just fantastic at that point.
It's fantastic, but here's the thing. Is Sheehan finally going to lock in with 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter?
I mean, they're still at 0. It's so bad that we might have to call him Sheehan instead of Sheen. Like, I don't know.
I already started if you couldn't tell. Let's see now. Prep's kicking off. Ben Cornelius again. I'm very excited to see the defense play now, you know, because we have a lot of offensive linemen play as defensive linemen too. That's why James Burgess had that great pick 6 earlier. And I'm just so excited to see what type of pressure this Prep D is going to give.
Yeah, it's always important to start off strong with the D and just making sure that you get stops, finish the drive fast. You know, you always want to make it quick.
Where is Sheehan?
Wallingford, I believe, right? Or Waterford.
Wow, came out all the way.
Apologies.
Just to get 38-0.
I'll check the ETA on that. That's going to be a long drive home.
That's going to be a long talk from Coach tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And you can hear the Bomb Squad chant, "This is our house," and they are definitely, and Prep Lombardo is definitely saying, yeah, it is.
Drop back. Shrugs a man off, and he is sacked. 1 yard loss, but still sacked.
Daniel DeLibero with the sack there. What a great tackle. Daniel DeLibero is just one of those players that he's an animal. He will rip and tear until he's got the sack, until he's got the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and I just checked the ETA. It's going to be a 50-minute drive home just to the school. That's a tough thing to swallow.
Yeah, well, Sheehan's gonna have to swallow it if they want to win games and not get blown out like they are getting blown out right now.
Low snap, but passes it off into the flat, into a first down.
Josh Durant there. That looked a bit of the Josh Durant I kept hearing about this whole week, you know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not a bad game from him. It's just he's not Superman.
Yeah, you can't carry a whole team. I mean, the pressure that this D-line, that Sheehan's O-line is giving, O-line is taking in, is just, it's like a sinking ship. You know?
Exactly.
It's like a sinking ship. You can't keep the whole boat afloat if there's a hole, and there's a big hole.
Yeah, and it's the D-line.
Yeah.
They're the ones with the scissors. He keeps running, breaking a few tackles, running even farther and farther and farther forward, pushing. And he is stopped at the 46-yard line for another first down.
definitely a better run by Sheehan these past couple too.
We'll get a replay on that. That amazing run. Shrugs 1, 2, and he is gang tackled by a group of Jesuits.
I know I keep talking about how Josh Durant isn't living up to the hype, but let's not forget that he is pulling in a lot of the yardage for this team.
Pump fake, deep ball, double move, and it's a miss from Sheehan. That was, honestly, I like the call. It was not successful, but I love the call.
I respect it.
I respect it too.
You know, like you see him being covered there, and you're just thinking to yourself, is he gonna catch it? But Prep has some really good safeties and some really good center backs, and they know how to play coverage well. I mean, look at the linebackers. Linebackers have a fantastic coverage. Like the linebackers have great coverage. That's what makes John Morris get picks. That's what makes even James Burgess get picks, and he's an O-lineman.
Oh, and that's a fumble. Fumble. Sheehan gets to get the ball back, or no, perhaps not.
Prep recovers the ball.
Not in my house. We're going to get a replay on that, surely.
I would hope so. Prep Bomb Squad's going nuts here tonight. This might be worse than the Kennedy game last year.
Oh, yeah, honestly.
I believe it was from number 26, James Fogarty, Jr. at Fairfield Prep.
And that just reminded me, Prep has not turned the ball over once, meaning they are in the turnover margin. They're up by 2.
Wow, you can see that fumble around over there. And I really thought Sheehan was going to recover it, but nope. I mean, James Fogarty.
That's a tough one.
What a great play by Fogarty right then and there. You know, he's a junior, so he played a lot of JV. And when I was watching those JV games, I was saying to myself, wow, Fogarty's a great player. And he's definitely proven that tonight. I believe there's another injury on the field right now. As much as we love good competitiveness here at Prep, we understand that injuries should take no part in this game. Man, I love when the Bomb Squad gets like this. Everyone's still here. Everyone's watching this great game. No, they're saying to put the scoreboard on. They're pointing to the scoreboard. And Bardo was just pointing, put the hand in the scoreboard. No, they're saying scoreboard. First and 10, Fairfield Prep. He's saying scoreboard. He's saying he was pointing at the camera. Yo, cut to me. Scoreboard and scoreboard is one of my favorite chants of all time too, and that's what Prep is saying. Scoreboard, scoreboard. Just love that.
Shotgun, handed off to Scout Callahan.
What a gritty player Callahan is. You know, I talk about Lombardo. He's gritty too, and Scout Callahan is just a gritty player. You know, he's taking a couple hits through his great runs, and he's just getting through.
Yeah, and he's not the biggest guy in the world. 5'11", 185. It's big, but he's not the biggest guy on the field. He's not the fastest. Well, he's actually, hold on. He might be one of the fastest on the field. Let me not. Let me not.
He's one of the 2 flashes, I like to call him.
Yeah, honestly, but he's.
I mean,
it's his IQ.
For Sheehan, yeah, I agree. His game IQ is impressive.
That's a nice pass.
Drop there.
That's a nice pass from. And I believe this is Roberto Lopez. He is not registered under Max Prep's jerseys, but he has quickly been rising through the ranks of the Prep depth chart.
Now, I played freshman football, Roberto Lopez, and I'm not afraid to say it. Roberto Lopez is a fantastic quarterback, and I'm really happy to see he's getting a shot here.
Yeah, he played very well in the Darien scrimmage. I do not believe it was televised, but I announced it. He was a very solid quarterback. For a driver or two, I didn't even notice the difference between him and Manning, but obviously after a bit I saw the difference, the jersey numbers, but
yeah.
You know, he's not that far of a drop-off.
Great throw to Callahan here. Callahan just dodging right through these guys like they're made of plastic.
Yeah, and you notice every time Callahan gets the ball, it seems like you need at least 3 to 4 guys to get him down.
Throw here.
That's a nice ball. Nice ball for the first down at the 49-yard line. He is stopped. Another first down for the Prep Jesuits as they look to drain the clock and just absolutely, not quite pummel, but just drain the life out of the Sheehan team.
Great play by number 18, Ryan Moore.
And it seems to be the Prep Jesuits putting in their second strings to take care of the rest of this game. Always great to get some reps in there. Absolutely fantastic.
Ryan Moore, another great catch there.
That seemed to be the exact same play. I'm not exactly sure, but it looked to be.
I mean, Sheehan really should learn. She should really learn to learn from their mistakes here. I mean, most of what they're accomplishing, most of what a Prep is accomplishing, is just great reps over and over and over again. And it just feels like Sheehan is like, okay, I understand it now. They do well in 2 types of coverage, and then just give it up. I noticed they had a really good play when they watched Bardo.
Oh, look at Callahan moving through the defense.
Zooming, zipping. A flag is called though.
Yeah, flag is absolutely called. Flag is called. It's a hold.
Holds on Prep.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate, because that was a great run by Callahan there. One of the many great runs he's had tonight.
Whether you're a fan of Prep or not, that was a beautiful run. You just don't want to see that. Let's see a replay on that.
I really enjoyed seeing him weave through.
Yeah, let's see if we can find the hold. Oh, yeah, that looks like a hold. Number 79 holding number 64. That's a disappointing hold for Peyton Beardsworth. He's a senior. He's got to know better than that.
I agree. And there have been, one thing I've noticed, that there have been a lot of flags called today, Carson. Would you agree?
I would 110% agree.
Especially on Prep side of all things. I know Mr. Helstern disciplines his Jesuits.
Oh, of course, I know.
But especially if you had a class, Mr. Helstern is a very good discipliner. But I just don't know what's going on today.
Handed off to Callahan, breaks through a few tackles, and he is stopped for about a 10-yard gain. As we will cut to an open house ad for Fairfield Prep. If you would like to join Prep today, please take a visit to Fairfield Prep's campus on the open house.
Carson, where are you from?
I'm from all the way in New Canaan, 30 minutes away. And once I saw Prep, I didn't even have any considerations for any of those schools. Prep was my one and only application. That in my public school. It has been a fantastic experience. Please come to the open house October 5th, November 15th. Absolutely fantastic. This outstanding young man, Jack, mans the stream. He's a absolutely fantastic graphics guy for the stream. And you should come to this open house for the great experience of Fairfield College Preparatory School.
Let me tell you, when I came to Fairfield Prep, one of the first things I went to was my open house, and after that, I was Prep all the way. I'm from Stanford, Carson.
Yeah, that's far, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Stanford. And let me tell you, after I saw the open house, I was like, it's so worth it to come here. And it was one of the best things I ever did, because it led me right here in this group with you and the rest of the team.
Absolutely, completely. I completely agree. You want to start early, but even if you don't come freshman year, you can always come as a transfer. People are very welcoming. For example, we have a dual captain, Rohan Thung. He's a transfer all the way from Ohio. Has completely been a brother to Prep ever since. I mean, it's just absolutely a fantastic experience. You should come to the open house, and we'll be right back with you at the game. And that is a run to the left. Absolutely a touchdown.
Another touchdown for number 12.
Chad James.
Chad James. He's actually a sophomore. What an impressive feat as a sophomore, you know. Oh, a flag? Was it just a flag called? Oh, I just saw some water flag. Is that?
And we'll get a close-up of the bomb squad. There seems to be a bit of a scuffle here in a positive way, not a negative way. That's a fantastic replay from the young star, Chad James,
Sophomore
5'9".
Sophomore at Prep. I was speaking to him today, and he was like, listen, if I can get in the game, I'm going to make my mark. Because we're both on student gov. You know, that just shows some of the leadership opportunities you can have at Prep. And that's just so awesome that every kid at Prep is just ready to put himself out there. I just love, I'm so incredibly happy for Chad James right now. And here we have 44-0. Is this the same score as the Kennedy game, Carson?
Oh, I can look it up. Don't worry.
Please do.
We have the logs.
Because this might be worse than the King. And we're just going to take a look back at that Chad James run-in. And I started hearing a chant from the bomb squad while we're waiting on that replay. I started hearing a chant from the bomb squad that he's a sophomore, because that's just such an impressive feat. You know, that's just such a great thing to have as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Such skill and such talent.
Second replay right here.
Look
Just
at him
absolutely
run.
fantastic.
He is quick like Lenny. That's just something that's so great about all these Prep players on offense, these skills players. They all are very quick. And look at the kids. Look at the kids that are probably, what, elementary and middle? They're all so hyped to have a Prep player run up to them.
Exactly, exactly. And I just checked the score. Kennedy, 51-8.
Oh, I am very curious to see if they can pull this off right now.
Now, currently, Prep is up 45-0, which is actually more points, winning by more points than against Kennedy. Kennedy was only 43. Here it's 45. This might be the worst. This might be the biggest blowout in Prep history, at least for the last 2 years.
Ben Keneally is kicking off right now. Here's the kick. And here's the catch.
Oh, and he'll return it for the first time today. Oh, and he gets a seam. Moving to the sideline. That's a late push. I'm not sure about that one from Edgar Joseph. He's a sophomore.
Flag was just thrown here.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about that push. That was a little bit much. Edgar Joseph, the sophomore, getting a little bit too excited.
I just know Mr. Helser's not going to be happy about that one.
Yeah, he's lucky he's still in the field right now. That's just a great move.
He's quick.
He's very quick.
I'm surprised we haven't talked about him sooner.
Yes, that's Sebastian Rosario, the guy. I mean, the reason we haven't talked about him is Jack Buck's stellar defense. That's no slight against Rosario.
Stellar coverage.
Yeah, no shade to Rosario. I wouldn't do any better against Buck. I wouldn't do any better. So, no worries.
That's what I keep saying. I feel like Durant is putting up a very good game right now, but just the fact that like John Morris, the fact that Manny Juco, Peyton Beardsworth, all those guys.
Newkirk, Tavares Newkirk.
Tavares as well. They're all just doing such good defense that they're being overshadowed.
Yeah, exactly. Staying within their gaps. No shade against Sheehan.
I mean, it is just like so impressive.
Oh, that is just disappointing. Couldn't even get a chance to get him down before they could stop him.
Well,
Poor guy. Poor guy. Number 37, Jake Bunnell.
Here's the lineup here. What I really want to go back to is I want to see a replay of that again.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see a replay of that. They're in motion. Jet touch pass. Absolute pancake block. Oh, my goodness. That was an absolute pancake.
Great tackle by number 26, James Fogarty.
I agree, but Jeez Louise, that was a pancake block of Mason Carbone. I'm sorry. Look at this jet pass, and absolutely pancaked. Number 37. He was the one who was, he was the one who got pushed back.
Listen, man,
the
I
play
know
before. That's how do you get your get back. I don't.
Mason Carbone is a very gritty player, and that's one thing that we're going to see is that he's not going to take that level of disrespect ever again.
Oh, we'll see.
Carbone is such a gritty player, and he's a threat on both rugby and football, so I can't wait to see what Carbone's going to do to get his get back.
That's a quick out pass
Number
for Sheehan.
45.
As it'll bring up 4th down. Or no, not. Oh, yes. Still 4th down. 4th and 11, it seems to be for Sheehan. Do you go for it? I think you might. I think you might have to go for it.
Anything goes at this point. There's unless you get a miracle, there's no way you're going to come back from a 45-0 lead. I gotta commend the student section and the spectators that are cheering for Sheehan because they are not leaving, probably because of the 45-minute drive. But
45-minute drive, 45-0.
It's gonna be a long
shotgun. Pass to. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
They didn't get it. First down.
Got it right in front of the sticks.
One thing I've noticed
10-yard gain.
is that Jake O'Brien, senior quarterback for Sheehan, he's very underthrowing tonight. He's done. There's been a lot of underthrows.
Yeah, that's an underthrow right there. You just have to be better than that.
There's just been a lot of lackluster performance from him. He's tried to throw it up, and he's gotten some chances to throw it up and make a big play, and he just doesn't seem to.
He just can't hit it.
Yeah, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Exactly.
And
seems like he's gotten burned a few times.
Oh, you're telling me. I guess it's just not the defenders that are getting burned tonight. But offense now, Roberto Lopez at QB. Big fan of Roberto Lopez playing style. And I'm wondering, is this going to be an even bigger blowout?
That's a handoff.
Good run up there, number 22.
Number 22.
Romero Jones, he's a sophomore running back. Great play there.
Yeah, maybe he could be a new Thunder and Lightning along with Chad James for the future.
Thunder and Lightning. I'm a big fan of the Thunder and Lightning plays that have been called tonight.
Exactly.
I'm a huge fan of those tonight. Because Lombardo and Callahan are just playing like madmen. And the receivers too. I have to show my love to the receivers.
And that's just a nice hard run from Romero. It's never easy to just run right through the tackles, make a few defenders come with you, and absolutely get dragged right over the turf of Rafferty. There's a certain art to it, a certain art of just running right through a few arm tackles. You just love to see it.
You could not have said that better. I just think, I completely agree with you. I just think there's no other way to describe it just by an art form, Good football is an art form. If you look back to the Giants and Cowboys game, that was art.
Hand it off. Again to Romero. Into a sea of Sheehan defenders as they'll bring him down for a 3 to 4 yard gain.
Of course, I don't know if you saw that, but I just saw 51 for Prep.
For Prep, let's get a name on that. He's a backup.
We're going to replay here.
We can't even find him.
He's
not on Max Preps.
There doesn't seem, you can't really show it in the back there, but there's a bit of a scuffle between 74 and 51.
Yeah, I'm going to look to see that player because he is not on the current roster. 51.
Here's the throw from Lopez.
Deep ball.
Oh!
And it's dropped. That's so unfortunate.
Number 82 for Prep.
France Lee Telma.
Junior at Fairfield Prep.
The 5'10", 150-pound receiver. That's probably the best look you're going to get. Absolutely fantastic burn. But
fantastic throw as well. What a
yeah, hit him right in the hands. You just have to. You just
have
to corral that.
Too. Yikes!
It was so bad. It hit his hands and then his stomach. Double chance to catch it. You just gotta come down with it after that.
You can't be making those mistakes.
You can't be.
There's no stakes on the line here. Thank God. But
your depth chart spot.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You just
Well,
have to be better than that.
Hopefully he's going to come up with a better route. Same with Carbone. I got hope for both of them. France looks like he's burning them again, but number 81. Oh, attempted hit stick there. Number 81 for Prep's offense.
That was a really threatening, very threatening play right there. Just look at that pass. So threatening in the flat. It's almost an art to just get your head down, truck a guy, and stay standing. I understand there was a flag, but I don't care. That's going in the highlight reel.
Took a hit like a champ too. That just shows how gritty this whole team is. We talk about Callahan's grit. We talk about John Morris's grit. We talk about Sam Sabados' grit. We talk about Jordan Lewis's grit.
There's grit everywhere.
There's just grit everywhere. And this is just a gritty team. They don't back down, and I think that's really reflecting the bomb squad too, because those guys love Prep, and they love these games, and they love their brothers.
Shotgun. Pass to the flat.
Oh.
And that's a drop ball in the screen. That's another flag, though.
Yeah, what is with these flags tonight?
It's got to be because it's the second string guys. You got to just.
I understand that.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to make that starting spot, but you just have to be better than that. Let's see here. And you got to catch that ball, too.
Yeah, because you can't be having those drops.
Yeah, props to number 40. Number 40 right there. Let me find that number. Number 40. I can't find number 40, actually.
One person who was a second string that was doing pretty well tonight in his tenure in the game was number 69, Dylan Duffy. I'm in chemistry class with Duffy, and I was hearing about how if he had the chance to get in, he would make our teacher, Mr. Chap, proud. And he definitely did. Fourth and up. There's the punt. This is the first time Prep has punted, I believe. That just got to ask you, how good is Prep that they don't even? I believe this is the first time they've had to punt so far. Carson, do you second that?
I second that. And third.
Yeah. I mean, it's just this is ridiculous. There's 45 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there's only 41 seconds left on the clock. It's just you have to just be better. I don't know how to describe it.
Bomb squad singing, people leaving. They know Prep's won this game, and Prep did a fantastic job with this game.
And I believe Prep is going to be off the field in just a second. Sheehan just needs to take a quick knee, accept it.
Letting time run out here.
Yeah,
Yikes.
They will get a delay of game if they don't snap it, but it'll just be one quick run.
Oh.
And that should be it. That's a bit too.
Little too late.
Little too physical.
But I feel like that's
3, 2, 1, and that is it for Fairfield Prep. What a fantastic showing. That's how you bounce back.
That is how you have a home opener. I am such a big fan of that game. That was a fantastic game for Fairfield Prep. Sheehan, not so much. We expected a lot of things to happen tonight. We expected good plays from people like Josh Durant. We expected them from Mason Bear. We expected them from
the O'Briens.
Yes, and
Rosario.
I just don't think we had that.
It's just. And we'll be right back. Thank you to our broadcast room, Pierce Grems and Mr. Pellegrino, along with Jack Singlewald. We will be right back with you.
hard to put into words because there's truly nothing like it. Maybe it's the moment walking down the aisle to receive your diploma, or the sea of red and white tuxedos all around you, or that firm handshake from President Cashman. Those are unforgettable moments, but they're not what defines it. What truly sets this experience apart happens after graduation, when you're outside celebrating with the people who were once just your classmates. I say once because they're not just classmates anymore. They have become family, your brothers. Over 4 years, through every high and low, every challenge and victory, these are the people who stood beside you. Now, you're no longer students. You're a family. What might be bittersweet goodbyes at other schools becomes something different here. A celebration. Laughter, pride, and a deep sense of connection fill the air as you take one more picture, one more memory together. As we prepare to step into the next chapter of our lives, carry that brotherhood with us, forever shaped by our time at Prep. And as all Prep men do, we may laugh, we may cry, but we never say die.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
we're a lot
like you.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition.
And we will be cutting down to our Country Cow player of the game, J.J. Langston, accompanied by our reporter, Nick Barone, in a second for an exclusive interview. And just as a repeat, we are about to head down to an exclusive interview with J.J. Langston, our Country Cow player of the game.
I'm here with the Country Cow player of the game, wide receiver 1, J.J. Langston. Langston, how you feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
Langston, you had a way better half in the second quarter than you did in the first. You want to talk about that?
Just a little bit of nerves. First home game, just trying to shake the cobwebs off. But we came back. We're good.
How you feeling playing back at Rafferty for your senior season?
It feels great. The energy was amazing. Bomb squad was popping. It was amazing.
And what are your hopes for the future for this prep team?
Definitely win out the regular season. Get a state championships. That simple.
And how do you think you're going to celebrate tonight?
Just go to sleep. That's it.
Great answer. Thank you very much.
and we'll see about that going to sleep later, but we will be absolutely done with this stream, and it's been a great night in Rafferty Stadium, and we'll see you next time on FP Game Time. 45-0, Prep to Sheehan. I can't wait for the rest of the season, and we'll see you.